Hello everyone and welcome back to High Button Sports here as we get set for another U13 AAA Bedford game here as we're back after a couple weeks off. The boys took a trip up to Cape Breton, got a couple victories, and now they're back at home here at the HRM Pad D, and we are off as Halifax tries to work that puck in. It gets sent back to defense McPhee. McPhee then shoots that up the left side and it'll be hustled after. Van Polgeest tries to get it, but that'll be our first whistle, our first icing of the day. So a successful trip last weekend for this Bedford team as they head up and picked up 2 victories in Cape Breton. The 5-0 record, first place in the league, and a whopping 52 goals for and only 7 goals against. So it's basically all you need to know about how last weekend went, as Bedford trying to continue on the domination that they've had to start this 2022-23 season. That puck gets worked in, looking for a backhand. That one just misses out the right side by Hakala. Gets picked up in the right-hand corner. Up to the line, back to Hakala. Hakala has that fall off his stick, and then it gets worked back the other way. Halifax trying to work it down the left side now. Halifax sends that in deep, hustled after. Picked up by Gillis. London Gillis up the middle. That one gets tipped away, and then back to the Halifax defender who tries to work that puck in. Across the middle of the ice now. Hustle on the back end there by Mood as Mood tries to turn that puck over, but it'll fall behind the net. Bottom right corner there as Halifax tries to stay on top of that puck. We got 3 Bedford players to the 2 Halifax, but they do manage to get that. Hops over the defensive stick, and now it's going to be a foot race to it. Cutting down the ice now. Surratt now trying to for a deke, and that one just misses on the left side, and it'll be down the right there, picked up on the corner. Bedford regains possession, try to work that in front, but it gets knocked off to the left side. McLean now with it. McLean but to Surratt. Surratt shoots that in, tipped off to Mood, and that on and off the stick there. Trying to work that up the half wall. Halifax does, and they'll get it out successfully. Hustled after there by Land. Quentin Land now turns that puck up the other way. It gets turned over off his stick though as Halifax hustles after that in the bottom right corner. Trying to work that out in front and sent in behind. Up the left side into the glove, and now falling down and trying to create a chance here. That one ricochets off stick to the back left corner, or the back right corner. Duffy now picks it up. Duffy will send that towards the middle. It'll be through 2 sticks, but they still manage to keep it onside. Cutting towards the middle once again, and now falling back the other way. Up the left side, turned over there by O'Leary. O'Leary with a good defensive play, but then that gets worked back the other way. Robertson tried to get that out. It's knocked down and into the back corner here. Worked up the middle. Passed that puck off. Now down the left side. Looking for a shot. That one top shelf over the shoulder there, the goaltender, and that'll be in the back of the net with a nice shot coming down the wing. Make no mistake, that's in the back of the net. And it looks like the first man to the bench there, Brian, puts that one on the board, and it'll be 1-0 Bedford here. And that puck worked down into the defensive end there and up the right side. Bedford trying to keep the pressure on here. 12 minutes to go in the first, down the left side. Backhanded on and covered up quickly by the goaltender Snide. Snide in net here as they've been switching off starts here. 2 very good goaltenders for the Bedford team. As we get set for puck drop once again. That puck dropped in there, now worked into center. Turned back the other way. Van Polgeest now tries to work it in down the left side. Just onside there, looking for a man in the middle. Can't find it, so it'll be falling back behind the net. Hakala now. Hakala holds onto it, and he'll backhand that up the middle, turned over here. Halifax tries to get that in through neutral ice, and they will. Up the left side. Chased after. Hakala will be the man to get to that puck first. Hakala now finds McLean in the middle, and that'll be on and off of his stick in a hurry, and Back to DeBry on Halifax, and he'll work it up the left side. Now try to do a little give and go. Gets picked off there by Surratt. Surratt works that down the right side, skated after. Down in the zone now. Trying to turn that puck over, it's held on to. Working around the zone, McLean gets a stick on it, but it'll be knocked off. Now McLean with it behind the net. Tries to work that out in front, stopped up, back to the line, and just kept in there with a nice kick save by McPhee. As he gets that one on the skate and sends that in deep. Halifax now trying to work that up the half wall, and it'll be to Gillis, and that'll come outside the zone, so Halifax will have a chance here to work it back. McLean turns that puck over back to Gillis now, and that'll be a foot race down the right side. McPhee now with it. McPhee cutting down the left into the offensive zone. Stop up play there. Worked in towards the middle once again. Now over to the left side. Held on to, cutting towards the middle. That one's still loose. Still loose, working in front, and a couple of chances at it there. Van Polgeest had 2 or 3 whacks at that in front, but somehow stayed out. Now behind the net, over to O'Leary. O'Leary does a little cut back. Finds Land on the back end here. Land down the left side, over to O'Leary. O'Leary with a shot in. That one blockered aside there with a nice save by the Halifax goaltender. Now up the left side, skated after. Brian then works that down the middle. Working it in. Passed off. Big chance here, and that one somehow misses off the left side. Burke had a lot of net to shoot at there. Couldn't find it. Now back to Land on the, who pinches down low a little bit, and that'll fall back behind him, and now it'll be hustled after. Duffy will be the man to pick that up on the back end. Duffy tries to find Burke here on the left side, and he will. Burke heads up with it. And that one offside just by a hair as they were trying to make a few moves in there. And it'll be whistled down. So 1-0 here after the first 5 minutes. Shot 7-2 for Bedford as it stands. And we'll get set for puck drop here as a couple of the wingers get pushed back there, and then Van Polgeest goes right back in. And a little heads up play there, veteran move there by Van Polgeest off the draw. That one now back into the neutral zone. Onto the Halifax defender's stick, shoots that up the right side. Picked up on the back end now. Held on to by Hopkins. Hopkins over to Van Polgeest. He'll try to work that up the middle, be turned back the other way. Now Halifax looking for a chance here. They're looking for a shot. That one steered aside by Snide. Robertson now puts pressure on in the back right corner, and looks like Robertson drew a penalty there on the Halifax team. Interference call. That was an extremely late whistle, as it looked like Bedford had possession all the way up the ice, but they're going to send Robertson to the box. I kind of thought he took that penalty initially, but then they made a rush up the ice, and ref didn't blow the whistle right away, but it'll be a Halifax power play nonetheless. As Robertson heads to the box, they'll get McLean out there along with Surratt. That one back. Center, that one tipped aside, and now it's going to chase down the ice there. Surratt cutting down the middle. He'll make a move to the outside, backhanded. That kicked aside by the goaltender. Surratt got that puck in deep nonetheless, though. Now stop-up play behind the net and working it up the right side. Held on to. That one on and off the stick there. Coming down with it. McLean creates the turnover. McLean now down the right side, and that'll be swiped at and sent on deep. Chased after, and now it'll be Bedford who gets to that in the left corner. Is the hustle there by McPhee created that turnover, and now it'll be worked back down to the other end, and 1:15 left on the power play. 8 minutes flat left in the first period here. That one up the right side, held on to. Trying to work that out. Hartle on the boards there, Land. Now it's fought for on the blue line there. Held on to him. Bedford will gingerly get that into the end zone, and now stop-up play there behind the net. Sent up the right side. Bedford content with playing this power play or this penalty kill aggressive, and it's working for them so far. Just trying to create turnovers in the zone, and there's another one there as they work it back. You got to be pretty slick with that puck if you're going to try to get past the 4 Bedford penalty killers. That one off the left side now, looking to play that in front, on and on the stick there in a hurry. Looking for a man up the left side, and they do. It'll be a foot race, one-on-one down the left side, shot in. Snide kicks that away. Back in there, and a big slap shot there by O'Leary as O'Leary sends that all the way down the ice. 13 seconds left on the power play now. We've gotten a bit of a rhythm here in the first period. Haven't had a whistle in a few minutes. Trying to find him up the left, and he will. That gets by the man though, and onto the shin pad there and flipped off into the bench, and we'll have our whistle. 6:47 left in the first period. Shots 8-4 Bedford, and a successful penalty kill under the belt there for Bedford. Team effort on that one, but very impressive just getting that puck into the offensive zone and sitting on that blue line. Even Land, the defense, was pinching down a little bit down the left half wall there, so confident he'll either be covered on the back end or he'll be able to catch up to that puck if it gets by him. That down the right side now, Halifax with an open look, and he fans on it, and a great chance. What could have been their best opportunity of the game. Fanned on at the last second, and that one just kind of shot on in down the right side, on and off the stick there. Brewer tries to turn it over, but it'll be worked back. Van Polgeest now over that on the right side. Sent on in and whistled down. And we'll get a full line change here. 6:16 left in the first. Pretty standard game up to this point. Nothing too crazy out of the ordinary happening. Snide will cover that one up right away. That back to the line, and it just misses past the sticks, and now it'll be hustled after down the right side. Surrette's been all over this first period. He'll have a chance here on the break. That one kicked aside. He does draw the penalty, then works that in front. A couple whacks at it. And Sebi Surrett, like I said, all over it in this first period. Draws a penalty. As he just got a chance there down the right side. He beat his man to the outside, plain and simple, and catches him reaching in. One nothing Bedford here. 2-minute power play here. 6 minutes left here in the first period. Shots 8-7. Bedford's first power play of the game. Worked in behind the net. Worked up down the right side. McPhee uses the skate to kick that in. McLean now stick handling. Back to McPhee. McPhee's going to cut in with a shot. That one into the gut of the goaltender and quickly covered up. As we get a full line change here for the power play with Brian out there along with Burke, Duffy, Land there on right D. So he played the PK and now he's playing the power play. Land out there. That one off the draw, worked back. Brian tries to play it back, but it'll be sent on down by Halifax. Into the zone there. Land picks that puck up. Land works that up the half wall, turn back the other way, but gets it back again down the right side now. We got a 3-on-2, could be a 4-on-3 forming, and he'll just hold on to that in the back right corner. Brian now has it. Brian looking for the pass. He finds Land on the left side. Land shoots, that blocked. Halifax now trying to work it back the other way. Pressure there by O'Leary, but not able to keep it in. And it looks like we'll have a penalty here on O'Leary that'll even it up. Interference call. So 4-on-4 here for 1 minute and 10 seconds with 5 minutes left in the first period. And yep, it'll be O'Leary to the box for interference. Just a little too aggressive on that forecheck, I suppose. And ready to go here. Puck dropped in down the right side. Duffy holds on to it. Duffy works that over to Land. Land sends that one out. It is 4-on-4, so that should go for an icing. And it will come back the other way. So we saw that one happen. It's O'Leary trying to play aggressive and just got him up high a little bit there or something, but it'll be into the box regardless. That puck dropped in there. Going for it, held on to by Halifax. They'll shoot that, it'll fall behind and in. Over the right pad there, off the draw. He just takes a whack at that one and it finds the back of the net. And just like that, the 4-on-4 didn't take long. It's a 1-1 game. Halifax trying to create as many opportunities as they can against this good Bedford team. Shots 9-8, so they've been getting that puck on net. Remains 4-on-4. Down the right side. Shot in, that one bouncing around and worked back. Now Halifax with another shot and a big kick save. A great save by Snide. Up to the Brewer on the left side, and now they're going to try to work it back. Halifax with a bit of momentum here, trying to create more. Cutting in front, that one shot save and works off the left side. Now Bedford tries to work it out the other way. Brewer works it down. Brewer holds, backhand around, that one falls into the back right zone. 17 seconds left on the 4-on-4, and then it'll be a Halifax power play. Hakala now with it. Hakala surveys, works that back to the line. Onto the stick there, McPhee. McPhee shoots that in. That one bounces wide. Up the right side now. They're going to try to work it out. Gillis has that fall off his stick and back to McPhee. McPhee holds, back over to Gillis. Gillis now with it down the left side. Gillis shoots that puck in and into the glove there, and it'll be left to play as now it'll be a Halifax power play, trying to create a lead in this game. That one bounces over the stick now down the left side. Picked up by Polgeest. Van Polgeest shoots that out. No one there to pick it up for Halifax, so it'll be hustled after. McLean now on it. McLean doing the last 21 seconds of penalty kill time there. He'll hustle that, create the turnover into the skates there. Back to Van Polgeest. McLean and Van Polgeest played a lot during the Jordan Boyd Memorial Tournament, so they're back together here on the PK. That up the left side and just poked by Duffy, but manages to stay alive and worked back onto Land's stick. Land now works that back, and it'll be Van Polgeest who tries to create once again. 2:38 left in the first period here. That one held on to, now worked on the right side. On and off the skate there. Chased after, poked ahead, back to Land. Land with it, Land over to the right side. Good pass play there, and that went into the gut of the goaltender. So 1-1 game here, shots 12-11, and Halifax doing a good job widening the ice, and they've had a couple of good chances after their goal to try to take the lead here. Bedford had to kill off that penalty. So now that it's back to 5-on-5, they're looking to create. McLean on the left side. Mood in the middle. Held on to there by the Halifax defender. Bounces off that board, the backboard, and worked on back. Hopkins will chase after it along with Robertson. Robertson in on it. Held in front. Back to the blue line. Looking for a shot in. That off the right half wall, and now McLean will try to work it up. McLean down the left side. McLean working it in. He'll hold on to that. Nice little play to the middle. McLean still has it behind the net. Looking for a pass. In front, big shot there. That one blocked. Good play there by McLean and Mood. Back to Robertson. Robertson tips that onto McLean's stick, and that one hits the shaft and long. Back to Mood. Mood creating space. That one loose in front. Left side trying to steer that in is Surrett. Back to McLean behind the net. McLean in the skates there. Halifax will finally get it back. Halifax with it now at a 2-on-2 the other way. Cutting towards the middle. Shot in. That one bounces off the end wall and back over. Hustled after. McDonald turns it back the other way. Onto the stick there, Robertson. Robertson tries to work that across. And Mood will catch up to it. Mood with it down the left side now. Mood cutting it in front, and he tries to jam that in on the left side. No chance. So it'll be worked back the other way by Halifax. Up the right side, McDonald now has it for Halifax, and he falls down on a good opportunity, and now it's Bill Bedford the other way. Bedford down the left side. Oh, Brian has it. Brian still has it. 1 minute left to play in the first period here. Cut towards the middle. Picked that puck off and now still on it. Over to McPhee. McPhee shoots. That one covered up. And the Halifax goaltender with 16 saves already here. Or 15 saves already here in the first period. 53 seconds to go. That puck dropped to there. Down the right side, hang on to by O'Leary. O'Leary shoots that in, and a nice hard shot by O'Leary. Just hits the glove and goes wide. Now in behind the net, held on to. Trying to work that out. It goes long outside the zone and chased after, and that should be a whistle on the play as it gets worked back the other way. 32 seconds to go here in the first period. Get ready for the puck drop here with 32.3 left in the first. 1-1 game here. Puck drop. Brewer tries to tie it up, and he does a good job of that, and Hakala tries to work that in, back to Brewer. Off of Hakala's skate and into the back right corner, 20 seconds to go. Worked around the left side. Hakala keeps that in on the blue line. Hakala and Surrett are the two guys who have been all over the ice here in the first period. Creating chances, trying to keep it in. Lots of touches there. As Brewer will get ready for the draw here. 11 seconds left in this one. Brewer with it, and that knocked off the stick there. Worked down the right side. Down to the glass, and now trying to cut out in front. That one off the mask. Good chance there, but he whistled down, and that'll take us to the end of the first period here. As we'll have a 2-minute break here in between, and we'll get ready for the second as the game is tied up here out of the HRM Center here in Bedford. We'll be back in about 2 minutes. All right, and we are back here for second period action as 1-1 game here. Bedford looking to make it 6-0 on the season. Halifax looking to punch back against this top Bedford team and add a big win to their resume. As we'll get set here, and puck is dropped. Worked over to the right side, and now through center. That one onto the stick there. Halifax tried to shoot that in, steered aside by Snide. Robertson then works it up down the left side, and that one gets poked in. Chased after into the zone and picked up on the back end, trying to work that around. Mood with it now. McLean picks up on that puck. McLean holds. McLean has a little route to the net there. It's onto the Mood stick and then off. Now back and behind. Onto the stick once again. Over to the left side, and a nice diving play there by the Halifax winger to try to keep it in, but McLean gets it nonetheless. McLean muscling his way into that one. Back to the line. Robertson has a chance for it now. Robertson shoots that one high. Puck's loose in front. Chance there for Surrett. Surrett can't get a clean backhand on it and put it in the back, so Halifax will try to clear it out down the left side. Chased after. Mood works it in. Halifax picks it up on the back end there. D-to-D pass. Trying to get it up the left side, and a nice pass to Rimmer here on Halifax, the left winger. He's going to take out Robertson. Rimmer's going to shoot that in. It'll be gloved down by Snide. As able to get an eye on that one. Halifax playing a pretty good game here so far against this Bedford team, is just trying to create chances. That one steered aside, puck still loose, just trying to create chances. Bedford maybe have had a couple more, but 13 shots in one period, pretty good for the Halifax squad. Up the left side now, held on to. Burke now with it. Burke, one of the top players from the Jordan Boyd tournament a few weekends ago. Now behind the net, held on to. Tries to work that in front, puck still loose, and it'll be covered up now. Pretty good standard offense for Bedford, just trying to get that puck in, and a couple shots from the outside, a couple more rebounds for the Bedford team than the Halifax team, but haven't seen too big of an ice tilt so far in this game yet. Halifax had that 4-on-4 goal. Bedford had a nice big shot off the start that put them up 1-0, but it was tied up later. That back to the line. McPhee tries to shoot it in off the side now and worked back. Held on to, and that could be a turnover, and it is, as Halifax tries to work it down the middle. Gillis will put pressure on along with McPhee, and now muscling his guy away is McPhee, and he sends the man down, and that'll be a power play there. As playing a little too aggressive there is McPhee, and he doesn't know what he did, but into the corner there creates a power play for Halifax. So Halifax looking to go up in this game for the first time. And we get the fresh legs out here for both sides. 13 minutes left here in the second period. That one on and off the stick there. As Halifax can't quite control it, and now it'll be hustled after. Good job by Van Polgees to put some pressure on now into the back left corner. Smith tries to work that puck out, gets it over to the right side. Held on to, but then kept in. A good play there on the boards, and now man down, and that'll be 4-on-4 action here as he gets a knee on him, and drawing the call there is Quinton Land. A trip. And it'll be 4-on-4 here. 131 of 4-on-4 action. Didn't take too long before the odds got evened up there. We got Hopkins out there. We got Brewer, Mood, and Robertson. Working that puck behind the net there. Halifax trying to keep the pressure on now. Down the right side, 4-on-4. Now falling down there, just stick handling too fast for himself, I guess, as he got ahead, and now down the right side, held on to, and in behind. Halifax trying to play that up the half wall. Brewer keeps it in. Brewer hustling away at that puck, trying to find a man in front on the Mood, but he can't get that clean, and now Halifax working it back the other way. Down the left side, chased after, just on. Robertson now gets it. Robertson circling back behind the net. He'll try to work that puck forward. It gets stopped up there. Now Halifax here on and off the stick. Had a good chance to try to center that. In the corner now. 37 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Still with it. Worked back. Onto the stick there and down the left side. Knocked away and worked out of the zone. High up there, and now Mood gets it out. Mood with a couple moves between the legs. He's still alive in front on his knees and steered aside, and both arms on the ref goes up. And we touched up there, and it has been touched. They haven't blown the whistle yet. McLean now has it. McLean works that back to the line. Chance across, good chance there for a shot. Oh, and misses off the right side, Gillis. That'll fall outside the zone. 21 seconds left of the power play, so it'll be 20 seconds of 5-on-3. Both refs had their arm up, so they might have to talk here in the middle. And we'll head to the offensive zone here with the 4 on. It looks they've got to send another 5-on-3 here for 20 seconds, and then it'll be another minute and 40. So good chance here for Bedford to try to take the lead here once again. 10:42 left in the second period. Into the middle. Over to Surratt. Surratt now looking for the shot there. McLean calling for the pass. Now work to front. Puck still loose. Battling with that one. Back to the line. McLean now a chance for a big shot. That one tipped in. McLean with a ripper shot there from ink tight. And it might have been tipped there in front, but the initial shot comes from McLean, and that'll be 2-1, so Bedford will regain the lead. Now this is key. This is key for Halifax now to not get too frustrated as Bedford goes up in this one, and this Bedford team has a pretty good habit of being able to just put on the pressure after taking that initial lead, so they're going to work that down. McLean backhands that wide, so yeah, Halifax is really going to have to dial in. This is the most important part of the game here for Halifax probably. They give up that lead. You just can't let it turn into 3-1, 4-1 as Bedford feeds off that initial lead, and they try to just keep pounding away at it until it's so high you can't come back from it. So right now, the next few minutes and the rest of this power play, big moments here for Halifax. That one now cut down the middle, caught up to, and now Mood. Mood now looking for a shot. That one off a shin pad back to McLean. McLean's going to shoot again. That one tipped wide. McLean doing a good job of just setting up in the middle of the ice there. That one tipped into the bench. McLean doing a good job of just setting up there in the middle of the ice there, especially on the PK, and waiting for that puck to come to the stick and just firing it on. I think that's the ideal strategy here for this Bedford team, if you want my humble opinion, as it worked for them just a few moments ago. Just send a couple guys in front to tip. It's going to be traffic anyway, and just aim for the top shelf. Is McLean with a rather good shot here. That one now held on to, and O'Leary had a good chance to shoot. He holds it though. Back to Lamb. D-to-D pass there. That one slap shot of wide on the right side. Now O'Leary with it again. O'Leary plays that down low. Looking for the pass back in front. That one tipped aside by the Halifax defender just in time. Brian now with it. Brian has room to the front of the net. He'll try to pass that along instead. Halifax now tries to work it out, but Brian creates the turnover. Back to Land. D-to-D pass there over to Duffy. Duffy shoots that in. It's knocked aside. Held onto behind the net. Trying to work it front and covered up. And a big save there for the Halifax goaltender. 21 seconds left on the power play. 9:03 left in the period. And the shots are 25-13. And if you're a new viewer here on High Button Sports, we appreciate you tuning in. We'll be here for all the home Bedford games now until the end of the season. Seeing what they can do. Off to a 5-0 start with a Jordan Boyd Memorial Tournament win sprinkled in there as well. All those games on the channel if you want to go back and watch them. I do believe YouTube changed up their way their platform looks when you're looking for videos. So make sure if you go to the High Button Sports channel and you just go over to live, it'll have all the Bedford Blues thumbnails there, and that's how you can find this AAA team games, as well as many other teams if you're curious in that. We also do the Basin Armada, the Basin a few years up from these guys here, so it's interesting to keep an eye on that. But Hackle tries to work that in front now, worked in by Van Polgeest, and that one gloved away. So doing a good job of settling that puck down. Halifax, like I said, it was important they didn't let Bedford pour it on after that last goal, and they've done good up to this point. Lots of chances though for Bedford, so got to start creating offense like they were in the first period. But like I said, if you want to check out those games, make sure you just go to the High Button YouTube channel, and videos will be the first section along the top there. It's just kind of tabbed at the top, and it says videos, lives, shorts, so that's so you can check out all our content there and our most popular videos as well. That one worked in down the left side. Robertson now circling back the other way, tries to play that up, and they'll just get it out. Now McLean trying to work with that. On and off the stick there, now down the left side. Koenig sends that in for Halifax, and Robertson there to pick it up. Robertson hustling after that puck. Deep in the zone, turn back the other way, look for a chance here in front. Halifax has a good chance, and they score! worked it by on the left side, and he does a little flap of the wings there as Halifax ties this game up 2-2 with 7:52 left in the second period. As that was their first shot in a while, and they make good on it as it just slips in down the left side past the pad of Snide. And that puck sent on back into the zone there. Halifax picks up on it, and a good turnover there by Bedford. So Bedford's looking to recreate that lead they've had. It's been pretty even going so far, even into the second period. 7:40 left to go in the second. Nice between the leg pass there to Gillis, who's in the back left corner. O'Leary grabs it. O'Leary trying to work that up the boards. Stop up play there, worked along. Into the zone, on and off, and a man down there from Halifax, and refs didn't catch it. Back left corner there, and now pass up the middle, held on to the stick there and into the glass by Brian, so it'll be a whistle and a face-off outside the zone. 2-2 game here with 7:13 to play in the second. And Fee out there, along with O'Leary. Brian on the draw. Gillis and Burke. That one up the right side. Just kept in by Gillis and tried to work that puck ahead. Gonna have to pinch along the wall there. Good job there, and now it'll be turned back the other way. Bedford now with it down the left side. Trying to cut out in front there. Battling. Now in behind. Up the right side, on and off the stick there. McPhee shoots that in and gloved down before it can reach the top right corner. The nice save there by the Halifax goaltender. 6:46 left in the second now. Puck dropped in there, now chased after. Over Hakala doing some good pressure there on the left side. Plays that back. Backhanded in. They're going to have to catch up to that. And the arm goes up, and it looks like it'll be a Halifax power play. As I'm thinking it's a cross check. It is. Hakala gets him in the back there as they were battling for it. And now it'll be a chance here for Halifax to take the lead. Haven't led yet in this game, but have tied it up quickly both times after they've been down. With 6:34 left in the second. And remember, we will have the 10-minute intermission for the ice to get cleared after the second period, so 6:34 until they head back to the locker rooms. Duffy now tries to work that ahead, and he'll punch that in the zone with pressure and chased after. Van Polgeest gets ahead of his man, but it'll be whistled down nonetheless. Keep the same guys out there on the PK. It's only 11 seconds in, so offensive zone draw here for Bedford. That one back into the skates there, not trying to work it across. Cutting in the middle, shot in, and that one covered up. And chased after there as we'll get the players switching it up, and Bedford chased after that after it was whistled down, but nothing to come for that one, and that'll be McLean on the job. McLean works that back to the line. Land shoots that in. Oh, and a nice shot there on the left side, blocked it away at the last second. That one had eyes for the back of the net. But Halifax keeps it now, works it in behind. Halifax with it on the left side, circling back. Held on to. On and off the stick there. Back to Duffy. Duffy then pushes that in. On the back end now, trying to catch up to that. On and off and work deep. Halifax now try to create something on their own power play here. It's been all Bedford on the PK so far, but they do get it in to the zone there. That one now goes bounce off the end boards. Land now with it. Land works that around. Duffy catches up. Duffy shoots that one down. It'll be hustled after. 55 seconds left on the kill here for Bedford. Is it behind the net now? Halifax trying to get that out down the left side. They'll drop that puck in and create a chance outside the zone. And brought it in, and now Brady now works that in for Halifax, and a nice kick save there by Snide. Now tries to catch the man on the back door, but it just goes wide, and now Bedford will work it out. It'll be Mood. Mood going 3-on-1 here. That one kicked off the stick. Deep in the zone, and a whistle on the play. As it looks like we'll be back to the box there for Mood. And it could be a 5-on-3 here for 20 seconds for Halifax. So a good opportunity here near the end of the second period. Trying to create a lead heading into intermission. They would love that one. Shots on goal, 29-15 for Bedford. Halifax goaltender steering everything aside. That one sent on back, kept in there on the back end. Shot in, that one trying to go for a tip. It misses on the left side. Picked up on the right by the opposite defender now. Held on to 9 seconds of 5-on-3 left. Back to the zone. Looking for a shot in. That one flicked ahead and turned over to McPhee. McPhee sends that one down, and an error there by the Halifax defender. It's to 5-on-4 for 135. Up the left side. Catches Gillis in the middle. Gillis will send that in. It'll be hustled after. Bryan now first to that puck. Bryan has it in the back left corner. Holding on to it. Cutting to the zone. Still with it. Shot in. That one tipped wide. Back and now pinched in there by Gillis. Good shot there, and that one goes off the end boards. Held on to now on the right side. Bryan trying to create chances, but also do some PKing. Now on the left side, worked out. Onto the stick. Hard on it. Halifax looking for a way outside of the zone, and he works it up ahead. And a nice pass there up the right side. Holds onto it and knocked off the stick there into the back right corner. Just worked out in front. O'Leary will have it. O'Leary has a man on the left, and that one turned back because he couldn't find Bryan. But O'Leary will keep it nonetheless. O'Leary with it down the right side. Look at his shot. That slapped in wide. Hustled after. Center ice now, tries to turn it back, and Halifax now has a chance coming in. Halifax with speed down the left side, works that back to the D. 27 seconds left on the power play. Worked in on the left side, McPhee works it back. Shot in and just gets by, and it'll be hustled after there. Picked up by Bryan. Bryan's been out there for a lot of this penalty kill. Playing aggressively as the man high. Now he's pinching that up along the boards. Halifax does get it out though as they try to stick handle it out of the zone. Over to the left side. Ald has that knocked off the stick. Duffy sends that in, hits Tude. Tude will circle back with it. Trying to play that across. He'll be hustled after by Brewer in the back left corner. Van Polgeest now the next man in. Van Polgeest down to Brewer. Brewer now in front. No one there to pick up on that pass. Back to Brewer again. Now in front once again, and Halifax works that along. Steered aside. Brewer now with it. Brewer has that turned back over the other way, and the power play's over, but Halifax still not letting Bedford shoot in their own end. Back over to Duffy. Duffy works that up along the half wall and puts that puck clear of every player, so Land's going to have to catch up to that. Land on the left side. He pokes that ahead. 2 minutes to go here in the second period. Back over to Halifax. They're going to try to work that down the middle. They get it off. Cut with it down the right side. On and off the stick, held on to. McLean now with it deep in the zone. McLean now stick handling in the zone. Gonna have to be calm there. Gets turned back over to Halifax and back to McLean. McLean now with it down the left side as he hustles out of the zone. Still hustling with it, and he'll have it. McLean now has it on side. He has a man in the middle. Surrett now with it. Surrett shoots. Oh, tipped high. He had the top left corner, and I believe that was blocked aside with a beautiful save for his 28th of the game. And it looked like it was going to be a 3-2 game. Somehow stays out of the net. Now worked in. Mood now with it. Mood now over to McLean. He misses it, so now it'll be a foot race with it down the left side. And Mood creates. Back to McLean. That puck touched up. No one has it. McLean now has it. Shoots in. Kicks aside. Halifax with it down the left side, and we're going into our last minute of play here in the second period. Held on to, and the aggressive McLean keeps that puck in. Surrett, Mood, and McLean, three good offensive players here on the same line. Shot in by McLean. It gets knocked aside. Back down to McLean. McLean has a man in front, but he'll hold on. Looking for the wraparound. No one there in front. It's still loose. Back to the line. Looking for a shot. Brewer shoots that in. Tipped aside. That was actually Hopkins who shot that in. Mood now with it. Mood in front. Back to McLean. Shot and off the mask. Point blank. Shot in front. Bedford now putting the pressure on this Halifax team as they look to get it out. They send it down on goal, so a perfect clear there for Halifax, and now Robertson's going to have to pick up on it. 24 seconds to go in the second period. 2-2 game. Worked back in the zone. Looking for a pass. Catches a man up high, and that's offside. And just offside is Burke. Whistled down. We get set once again up the left side. On and off the stick and falls back to center. Kicked up ahead. Held on to. Knocked off the shaft of the stick there and working it around. Back in the zone off to O'Leary, and that'll be the end of the period there. So 2-2 at the end of 2 as Halifax looking to steal one from Bedford. Bedford looking to add to their win total on the season. We will have to wait just about 10 minutes in the ice to be cleared to see what happened. We'll be back for the third period in a bit. We hope you join us for right, we are back here for third period action here on High Button Sports as Bedford and Halifax tied up 2-2 with our third period up to come, and we'll see if we can create a winner here. 3:33 Atlantic Standard Time as we will roll right along as the nets get put on there. That's the partial delay here, and tail of the tape here for the third period. Halifax trying to get a big win over this Bedford team. Bedford looking to go 6-0, remain undefeated on the season. We got an even game now, so both teams got to go to the dressing room, regroup. We'll see how it goes. Puck dropped in there, and Ryan wins that back to the line, and then over to Gillis. Gillis works that up the left side to Burke. Burke with a drop pass to Gillis. Gillis down to Burke once again. Tries to work that ahead. Halifax turns it over. Hustled after the other way. O'Leary tries to get it, but can't get on it in time. Into the neutral zone. Held onto and worked on back. Onto the stick there. Stop up play, and Burke creates a turnover. Not able to catch up to it though. Over to the left side. Hustled after. On it once again into the back right corner, right behind the net. Bedford trying to create. That puck still loose in front, battling away at it. Puck still loose. Chance in front, and it's waved off. The goal is ref must have lost eyesight on it. The goalie didn't have it, but big pile up in front. Refs lost the eye on it, and that'll be whistled down. So it remains 2-2. Bedford coming out of the gate hot here in this first 45 seconds. We get a line change here. Held on to. Back towards center. That one catches the netting on the left side and whistled down. And a puck now outside of the zone. So we'll have another whistle here to get us going, and Hakala works that deck down over to Brewer. Brewer has that fall off his stick into the zone, now covered up there by the goaltender. You've had 3 whistles here in the first minute of play in the third period, as maybe a little hesitant, as 2-2 game here against a top Bedford team. You really don't want to give up more than you have to. That one battled for it, held onto by Bedford team, and over to the left side, chased after. That one catches the glass, and they're going to whistle it down because it hit the top of the glass, I suppose. And this might be a record 4 whistles in the first minute and 10 seconds of this third period. Want to wish everyone a happy Halloween here at High Button Sports. Obviously, not till Monday, but a lot of the Halloween festivities taking place tonight. Make sure you stay safe out there, and on Monday as well. All the kids out in their costumes and such. That one worked over to the right side. Surrett able to turn that over down to McLean. McLean back to the line. That shot in on and off the stick in a hurry there. Gets knocked aside. Now deep in the zone. Trying to chase after that. Wrapping in behind the net. Still with it. Held on to. Puck dropped off to Duffy. Duffy works down the left side. Chased after. In behind the net now. Over to the right side. Off, and now down the middle. Held on to it. It could be a one chance here, and off the stick there with a beautiful chance for Halifax. They just can't make it happen, and frustration there for Halifax was almost a clear-cut breakaway. Puck dropped up by Duffy to Mood. Mood tries to punch that puck ahead, but eventually gets knocked off. Now over to the left side and worked on down. Hustled after. McDonald now trying to create an on-man rush here. McDonald shoots, Snide steers that aside, puck's loose, and a big save there by Snide. Somehow gets his blocker in front of that. Halifax still keeping it in. Shot in, puck's down in the zone, still loose. Chance there in front, McLean kind of picks it out. McLean will skate that out of the zone. It's going 1-on-2. McLean shoots just wide off the left side. And the Halifax fans getting loud in here as the idea of going up is a big one. That down the left side, just kept in. Pushed off into the corner there. Worked on back. Robertson now with it. Be a battle in the corner. Halifax now regains possession, trying to cut it out front. Puck's loose in front. Oh my goodness. That one hit off the shoulder and rolled up in front. Not able to get a clear shot on it. Halifax now working on it again. Now chancing behind, has a man in front, elects to hold on to it, and now bounces out off the pad, but it'll be worked back the other way. Bedford now trying to create, down the right side. Coming in with numbers. Drop pass there, clear shot, scores! O'Leary puts it in, takes advantage of the odd man rush the other way. Snide keeps them in at one end, and they score the other one, and that's something you see a lot in these hockey games, from the bottom to the top, from the Pee-wee or the U13 AAA all the way up to the NHL. You see a good save at one end, and then it comes back the other way, and they score. You see that in any game for hockey. Create a big save, you try to create an on-man rush the other way, and then you take advantage on the other end. Now Bedford now looking for shot, they score again, and just like that, up two in a matter of seconds, coming down the right side, and a big booming shot picks the corner, and now Bedford just like that up 4-2, and just about 30 seconds ago it looked like it could have been 3-2 Halifax. At a big momentum switch here. It's like I said, Bedford loves playing with the win, or with the lead, and they're going to look to add on to this. Halifax going to need to punch back here and try to create one. Big moments here for Halifax with 11:33 left in the third. Cutting out in front, that one tipped wide. Chased into the corner, back to the blue line. That one off a shin pad, and they're going to try to work that ahead as well. And on and off the skates there, and into the left side. Now circling back the other way. Cutting outside into the zone. Now nice play and pushed off the puck there. That'll create a penalty as the interference call on to Gillis, I believe. And now Halifax is going to really need to take advantage of this power play. Make this a one-goal game once again. Shots 40-20 here for Bedford. What an exciting first few minutes here after we get through all those whistles. There was chances at both ends. But it's key now for Bedford. That one went back towards the middle, chased after. Trying to cut that down the left side. Working that ahead, and it'll be whistled offside. Puck won by Bedford into the left side now. 1:48 left in the power play here, so Halifax is going to try to create. Bedford tries to play that down the middle. It gets all the way back outside the zone. Now Duffy, stop-up play there, and a good play by Duffy. Good puck possession. Stick handling in a phone booth on that one. Now up the right side, McDonald now plays that towards the middle, hits the shaft of the stick just onside there for Halifax as they work in and down the right side. Land now steers his man off the puck. Jason after that one. Land now creates the turnover, and that'll be covered up by Snide. Whistle on the play. .115 left in the power play, 10:24 left in the third period. Bedford looking to hold on for the 6th win of the year and that perfect record. Puck dropped in there. McLean uses the skates masterfully to get that puck out of the zone. Now down the left side. Skating that puck overhead, manages to get it around his man. Stops up behind the net and tries to work out in front. It falls back, and that'll be worked down the center. Foot race for it. Hopkins gets to it. Hopkins turns it back, but McDonald picks it off there for Halifax down the right side now. Trying to play that puck back over once again. Now cutting in down the right side. That puck gonna circle back in the zone. On it. Work back in front. Hopkins gets that way. Now up the middle. Halifax now circling back the other way. Kenzie. Brian takes a bit of a hack on to the stick there, but now it gets turned back and outside the zone, trying to poke it ahead. Burke now with it. Burke looking for a break. He has a chance here. He makes a move. Chance, scores. A beautiful play by Burke as he just stick handles right around the goaltender to make that 5-2. Good heads-up play to create that turnover coming out of the neutral zone, and makes no mistake. Lots of time and space, and puts it home. 5-2 Bedford now. So that locker room chat worked for the Bedford players as they've come out and scored 3 goals here in the first 5.5 minutes. At the center ice, and that was a short-handed one there for Burke as well. That one now down the left side. Onto the stick there. Trying to poke that up behind and into center ice. Played back, DDD pass there, and now that one turned over. Now O'Leary has a chance for it, and he'll get knocked over, and player stops skating, so he'll head to the box. And a little smack on the ice there for good measure, and 9 minutes to go. It'll be a Bedford power play, up 5-2. Brian will be on the draw here. Bedford not going to take the pedal off the metal. They don't usually do that. That one now back into the zone. McPhee chasing after. McPhee grabs that puck. Up through the middle over to O'Leary. O'Leary has it. He has a man in the middle. He finds it. Oh, he almost did. I thought for sure that was hitting the stick. It somehow slipped under. It looked like it was a pass right on the mark. Into O'Leary's chest now, and he'll battle away at that. It's on top of the net now. Over to the right side. Puck still alive. 1:33 left in the power play. Back to the line here. McPhee with a nice pass over to the back left corner to Brian. That puck now bounces in behind the net. Look at chance in front. One-timer shot just falls. Kept in the zone there by Gillis, though. Over to McPhee. Back to O'Leary. O'Leary down the right side. Mood now trying to work in front. Puck's loose there in front. Brian circling back. Brian up the right side. Gillis playing down low. Perfect pass there by Gillis. Oh my goodness. And that one now in the back of the net. What a play by Gillis there. Just heads up. Crisp pass to the stick. And that'll create another goal there for Bedford. And those are some just a good hockey IQ there, play by Gillis as he sneaks down in the zone below the ringette line, gets it onto the stick, passes it, gets that pass in low, passes it right there in front, and like I said, just good hockey IQ, knowing where the man's going to be, his teammate, and putting the puck right on the stick there, and knowing how far he can go down as the D, and just playing that position perfectly along the half wall. That now back in as they try to get another whack at that one as Halifax looks to work it out now. 6-2. Back in the neutral zone. 7:45 left in the third period here. Worked up ahead. Brewer. Brewer now cutting with it down the left side. Has a man in front. That one jumps over the stick of Hakala. Now over to the left side and falls outside the zone. Turned back the other way. Tipped ahead by the Halifax forward. Maybe a foot race into the back right corner here. Chasing hard. 2 men go down in a heap. Halifax now trying to create. Halifax with it still. Halifax shot in front. Big pad save by Snyde. Just kicks that one away. Brewer now with it on the left side. That one tries to put that puck ahead of the stick there for his teammate, but not able to catch up to it. Now McLean will do some stick handling in the neutral zone. He'll have 3 guys on him, and he'll still work that puck out. Good job to maintain possession there. That one shot in and easily covered up. 6:52 left in the third period now. 47 shots on this Halifax goaltender. 41 saves. Impressive stuff, regardless of the score. He's made some big ones, especially earlier when it was a tie game. That one blockered aside. Surrett now with it. Surrett tries to work that in front. Back to the line now. Robertson shoots that in. That one catches the body of the winger there for Halifax. And now in behind the net, still down front, on and off the stick. Surrett. Sebi Surrett tries to get that ahead, but it'll fall outside the zone now. Hopkins tries to work it out ahead. Back in the zone now, McDonald. McDonald has a man on the left side, and he'll fan on that one, but still get out in front, but it was too little too late there as he took his eye off the puck and turned it over. Now Bedford now back the other way. Looking for a shot here down the right side, cut out in front, puck still loose. Shot away and knocked aside. McLean now with it. McLean shakes the man off with a beautiful move down low. Just toe dragged that one out from under him. Worked across, Surratt not able to field that one cleanly. Back over to McLean in the middle, and it'll be over to the left side. Halifax trying to use speed, but McLean catching up with a stick lift. Now back the other way. Hustle award for McLean there on that play. Gonna battle for it along the half wall. McLean now cut out in front. He'll have a shot at the net. Shoots, scores. And McLean puts that one in, and he'll head right back to the bench, and that'll be 7-2 on the 50th shot. 7-2 on the 50th shot there for Bedford. And they, like I said, they like playing with that lead, and they take away. And we'll continue on over to the defense there. McPhee up to O'Leary. O'Leary works that puck in as we near 5 minutes left here in the third. Trying to play that in front, on and off the stick, and a lot of play here in like the center of the defensive zone here is Bedford not afraid to, that one falls outside the zone there on Gillis, but Bedford not afraid to just try to cut to the middle of the ice there for that good shot. Not picky on where they're going to be shooting from, try to create the best opportunity possible. Not too many shots off the edges, a couple of them, but a lot of players with good shots here in Bedford, so they're shooting from everywhere, but I've noticed they're not afraid to get into the middle of the ice, opposed to some other teams, which may be a little more hesitant, as there's usually a couple players waiting for them there. Gillis now down in behind the net. He'll circle back outside the zone, working it down the right side, trying to ricochet that off the boards, on and off through center ice, and back over to Gillis now on the back end. Has a man off the left side, and a good bank pass there, finds Burke. Burke's going to work that puck up ahead. Circling back in behind. With it on the left side, looking for a man in the middle. Neutral zone, on and off the skates, and now in the zone. 2-on-1 here for Halifax. Shot high, Snye makes a save. It catches a couple skates and falls outside the zone. Burke with it now. Burke holds and then flicks it in down the left side. Picked up in the end boards, and Hakala gets to it. Hakala now trying to knock his man off of it, but it gets cut out towards the middle and hustled after down the right side. Flipped up ahead and chased on in. Van Polgeest, who has had a stellar first period here for Bedford. That one just misses the stick there. As the minutes tick off the clock here, in through center ice, and still working to keep that puck out of the zone is Bedford. Now back in the zone for Halifax. Circling back behind their own net. Into the skates. Gonna work that up ahead, and just kept in by Duffy. Duffy down the right side now, held on to. Hackle a drop pass there. Finds Brewer, now over to Land in the middle. Land with a shot, that one kicked high, and a good block there as comes diving across. Up towards the middle, now down the right side. Shot on deep. Chased after, caught up to. Down the left side, steers that puck up ahead. Back into center ice. Over to the left side now. Once again, bringing into the zone. Halifax now trying to play out in front and just can't find the stick of his teammate. The right idea, just wrong place for the pass. Back to Halifax, getting lots of pressure on them. Mood now tries to play the body a little bit. Back to McLean. McLean's going to work that down to Mood. Mood has McLean in front. He'll hold on to it. Try to work that around the right side. Shoot, score. So Mood will add to the goal total here on the 51st shot. 8-2 now as Bedford's run away with this one here in the third. And that'll put them at 60 goals for this season. 6 games in, so averaging 10 goals a game. And I can tell you, in all my years of playing and broadcasting hockey, I don't know if I've ever seen a start quite like that. Into McLean. McLean drops that puck off down the right side. and still under the 10 goals against. So it'll be up to 9 goals against on the season for both goalies combined. This Bedford team hustles in the corner there as Robertson turns on the Jets. You can see him skating from the legs there as he tries to catch up to that puck. Now cut in towards the middle. That puck now looking for a chance there in front. 2 minutes to go here in the third period. McLean works it out in front. McLean cuts down. He'll go to the middle. That'll be knocked off the stick. Into the left side now. And behind the net. McLean catches that in the back right corner. Stick handling out of the zone, but now Halifax will turn it back the other way. Halifax trying to create. Surrett on the back there. He'll help create a turnover. Worked into the right-hand corner. Chased after. Now held on to. Back to the line there. Works that out and tipped aside as Mood has it now. Mood cutting in, looking for another one. Mood shakes the man again. Shot, scores, and Mood just walking in right now at this point. That's 9-2 and 1:20 left in the third period. And Jackson Mood has taken this game over late. .52 shots on goal. Well, just about hit our final minute of play there. That tries to find O'Leary, but it'll be worked in the zone. Back to the line now, kept in, and now Halifax will turn it back the other way. Halifax trying to work it in, on and off the stick there, the Bedford defender Gillis, but now it'll come back in. Gillis swipes at that one, it'll be turned back. And now Brian coming up with speed down the right side. Brian now here for a chance, and he'll work that across. A big save there by the goaltender as he gets a stick on it. And now we're in the final minute of play here. Up the left side, that'll miss the stick and fall back into the zone for what should be an icing that gets waved off. 43 seconds to go here. Up the right side, held on to, looking for a pass up the middle. Will it get through? No, it won't. Caught up on, and now worked back by the Halifax player on his back. Over to Brian. Brian's going to shoot, and he'll find the back left corner, and that'll be double digits here for Bedford. With 29.8 seconds left in the third in an unprecedented 8-goal period. .54 shots on net. And Halifax had a chance to take the lead here earlier in the third period. Bedford turned it on, and they haven't looked back since. 20 seconds to go here, held onto by Duffy. Duffy works that up the right side, and Halifax will circle back on that puck and work that around. Chased after and just kept in by Van Polgeest, and drops that off to his center. And now a tangle up in the corner with 4 seconds to go. That was Brewer who got tangled up. And that'll do it here as Bedford will come out with the victory. So 6-0 on the season, and they finish it off. So the 10-2 victory here for Bedford, and that'll do it here for us here on High Button Sports. We appreciate you tuning in to our first regular season game here for the Bedford U13 AAA team. We look forward to doing many more, but that'll be it for today. So we appreciate you tuning in. There'll be more hockey to come on the High Button channels later tonight if you're interested in that. But as for right now, that'll be it. So thanks for tuning in, and we will see you